guys, what's up? It's Amanda over at Lowbrow Customs, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to put the Lowbrow Customs 21-inch ribbed spool hub front wheel onto this 1994 XL 1200. The first thing that you'll have to do is take the fender off because the tire will actually rub against the mounting nuts. So I'll do that really quick. So once your fender is off and out of the way, the next step would be to remove your brake caliper. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So once you get your brake caliper off, this one has zip ties, so we'll cut that off, and then we'll just get that out of the way. So then we'll just kind of wrap this around here. All right, so once that brake caliper is out of our way, we are going to loosen the axle nut. Make sure that the lower front fork pinch bolt is still tight, otherwise when you go to loosen this, it's just gonna keep spinning around for you. So we're gonna loosen this up. So axle nut is off. Now I'll come around to the other side and take off this lower front fork pinch bolt. 9/16 Allen. Now it's time to take the axle out. If you're having a little bit of difficulty doing so, you could take a screwdriver, stick it right in that hole, and then pull, and it should come right out for you. This one's not giving me any trouble, hopefully. There we go. So I noticed that on this one, as I was taking that wheel off, there is a Speedo on it. So what you're gonna do is just pop off this Speedo drive and let that dangle, and your wheel comes right off, just like that. Now that I have that old wheel out of the way, we can put this new one on. If you prefer, it also comes in black if that matches your bike a little bit better. As you can see, the spool hub wheel does not support front brakes, so for demonstration purposes, I got everything out of the way, the Speedo cable, the caliper, and we're not gonna hook it up. So this bike has a 39mm front end, and we have a kit specifically machined for 39mm narrow glide front forks. If you have an iron head with a 35mm front end, we also have two different kits for that. If you're not sure which one to use, you can go to lowbrowcustoms.com, or we have free tech support. Just give us a call or email us and we'd be happy to help you out. So the first step to getting your axle on there is you want to grease the hell out of it. So once your axle's all greased up, you're going to take one of the spacers. It actually has a little recess in it. And on the axle, there's a little raised piece. This will sit right on there. You have to make sure it's facing the right side. And it actually sits right up against the axle once you have the axle in. So we'll go ahead and put that on. Put your axle through a little bit. And then again, make sure the recess piece is facing outward. So once that axle's all the way through, it'll sit right up against that raised piece. So once you have the first spacer on, you're gonna grab your wheel. Get that on there. Okay. So once you have the axle almost all the way through the spool hub, make sure it doesn't come out farther than the spool hub. That way you can get your spacer in there. And then you'll line that up with the other fork. All right, so once you have it through the hole, you can just wiggle it through and have your axle through. Then you're gonna wanna take your washer and put that back on, and your axle nut. You can start to put that back on as well. So once you hand tighten the axle nut, you're gonna take your Allen 9/16 wrench for that lower front fork pinch bolt. You're gonna tighten everything back up. So we're back on this side of the bike to torque the axle nut to the correct torque specifications. If you're not sure what those are, you can refer to your shop manual. If you don't have a shop manual, lowbrowcustoms.com has got you covered. We've got a couple different manuals for a couple different bikes. Go ahead and shop for those. That way you'll have all of your specifications, all the information you need. So once you get this on here, you might have to just kind of turn that just so you have the correct leverage. Torque it. Come on now. Till it clicks. So we're back on this side, and what we're gonna do is actually loosen the lower front fork pinch bolt. And what that'll do is actually get everything seated where it needs to be in its happy place. And once you loosen it a little bit, you're gonna tighten it back up. And again, then we're gonna torque this. We're gonna torque it to its correct torque specs. Again, if you don't know, refer to your manual. If you don't have one, head over to lowbrowcustoms.com. We've got you covered. Till that one clicks. Don't forget to torque your nuts, bud. And that's how easy it is to put the Lowbrow Customs front wheel onto this 1994 Sportster 1200 using the Lowbrow Customs Spacer Kit. So all we need to complete this bike is a rim strip, inner tube, and tire. Lowbrowcustoms.com has a wide selection to get this bike done. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you later. Now go for a ride.